You can sign for your district. Okay. Okay, all right, perfect, thank you, that's all I need.
What else do I say?
Just,
Do I say
it's a
the
date?
date?
Call
Do I
it
say
order.
the date?
It's 6 o'clock. Yeah.
They call it order.
Yeah.
Good practice. Well,
I am calling to order the board meeting April 15. Roll
15.
call. Pardon?
15.
That's what I said.
You said 16.
She said 15.
She said
you need some hearing aids, Cole.
It's Tuesday. It's tax
Oh.
day.
Okay, this has started very well, thank you, everyone.
Yes. Dr. Ball is currently going to be joining us soon, and we will ask for any public comments on closed session items and adjourn.
7:09 p.m. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We appreciate that. Thank you. To call roll call, we have all board members present. Ms. Slenderman has stepped out for just a few minutes and she will be back. Student representatives, Rafael Esteron from McNair High and Caitlin Garner from Lodi High. Welcome. If I can request Rafael to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Thank you.
Ready? Salute.
Thank you, Rafael. We have some reports on closed session. Student matters, placement of non-public school students. Ms. McFarland motion and Ms. Alexander second, and the board approves placement of non-public school students new. Numbers 34, 132, 133, 134, and 135 by the following vote of 7-0. Mr. Nava motion and Mr. Porter second, the board approves the placement of non-public school student changes number 37 and 41 by the following vote of 7-0. We have something exciting at our board meeting tonight. We have a spotlight for Lodi High School Choir under the direction of Carol Keller. Mr. Lambert.
Good evening, President Dr. Ball, members of the board, Superintendent Young. Thank you for allowing us to spotlight our amazing students and staff at Lodi High School. I would like to invite up the very proud principal of Lodi High School, Dr. Jesus Marone.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Ball, esteemed board members, and Superintendent Young. My name is Dr. Jesus Marone, Principal of Lodi High School. It is truly an honor to be here tonight to spotlight two outstanding groups of students who exemplify talent, dedication, and the spirit of our school. Joining me here tonight, we have Ms. Carol Keller, who will be leading her choir students, and also Mr. Kyle Shallcross with his accomplished team of speech and debate. First up will be Ms. Carol Keller.
Good evening, Lodi Unified School Board, principals, teachers, and guests. Thank you for coming tonight. The first part of tonight's spotlight is on the Lodi High School Concert Choir. This year we have 22 students in the choir and have had a successful year of concerts, singing at fundraisers for future events, and presently we are looking forward to our upcoming competition and our final Pops concert on May 19th. Many of my students have had me for 4 years, and not just because they are seniors, but because they have come from Millswood, our feeder school, where I also teach choir. I would like to introduce you to one of my seniors, Sophia Van Allen, who would like to say a few words about her choir experience at Lodi High. She will remain at the podium as she is our soloist for tonight.
Hi, my name is Sophia Van Allen. I have been part of choir since my freshman year, and I've had no idea that it would become the thing that would get me through high school. Through choir, I've learned to use my voice, not just to sing, but to speak up, to connect, and to lead. I've learned patience, teamwork, and confidence. More than anything, it's the people that made choir what it is for me. This group has been more than just my classmates, but my family. I've met some of the most inspiring, genuine, and funny people because of choir. People I wouldn't have met otherwise. Even though my high school experience is coming to an end, I know the memories and feelings choir gave me will stay with me forever. Thank you.
We truly have amazing students. And now we'd like to ask Dr. Marone to return to the podium to introduce the next group from Lodi High School.
Up next is our other prestigious group, Mr. Kyle Chalcross and his speech and debate team.
Thank you. All right, everyone, good evening. Good evening, board members, Mr. Young, and everyone else. Thank you so much for having us and giving us an opportunity to present our speech and debate team this year. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some highlights about our year. And if the students feel so inclined, maybe they can say a few words themselves. So, because a few of them will be mentioned here tonight. So the Lodi High School speech and debate team competed in 8 Yosemite Forensics League tournaments that encompass us traveling to Stockton, here in Lodi, Modesto, and Atwater. Students who competed at the Lodi Sunrise Rotary Club earned prize money, and Desio Mendez, Desio, if you want to maybe step forward here real quick, advanced to the next round of competition at the regional level. And students medaled at the UOP and MLK Invitational and won prize money at our local speaking competitions. At UOP, Lodi High earned the Tournament Sweepstakes Award for a total of 415 career speaker points, which is now reset. So we're back at 0, but hopefully we'll get back to 415, if not more, at some point. And we recruited numerous prospective members from our feeder school, Millswood, which we brought back doing as a process this year after being dormant the last couple of years. In terms of our postseason, Scarlett McGregor and Nolan Butler, Nolan, if you want to take a step forward as well, will be competing at the CHSA, California High School Speech Association State Championship at the beginning of May in Culver City. Scarlett will be competing in original prose and poetry, and Nolan in national extemporaneous speaking this school year. These are only the highlights, but our team has accomplished a great many things this year. And Mr. Young had the opportunity to come see what our team was all about and the wonderful students we have. And I wish I could go on, but we have a tremendous group of students we're working with here who are all around wonderful human beings who have tremendous speaking and debate skills, which they routinely use against me in class. So thank you for keeping me humble. And if there's any parents in the audience, I'm sorry. But overall, I just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak here tonight and to recognize a few of our wonderful students and the wonders of what speech and debate can do. Because from my standpoint as an educator, speech and debate quite literally is the reason why I'm here. Not just as a person, as a professional, but as an educator as well. And my mentor and teacher, Mr. Paris, were here. I would thank him as well. And I certainly hope I've made the same impact on my students in a positive way. So thank you so much for having us tonight, and thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Hello, I am Desio Mendez, and I'm currently the second longest member that is a part of the speech and debate program. I've been a part of it since I was a freshman. I mainly took it because of the electives, I'm going to be honest, but it did a lot more for me than I expected it to, besides just look good for applications. For one, I used to have a pretty prevalent stutter, so talking to all of you right here would have been a lot more difficult if 1 or 2 years ago, frankly. As well as I met many great friends. I came from a school where all my other friends, I moved away, so I wouldn't see them. So I was able to make so many friends thanks to this program as well. And the opportunities here are great for the Rotary Club. I was able to make some cash on the side after doing good enough. And well, I can't complain about that. And the speech and debate tournaments, they're not just like tournaments. You're interacting with a whole different community of unique hobbies and interests that get to express themselves in short little forms of speeches. And if you so wish to, you get to ask them about it later. I've had a few people talk to me about it when I describe a story that I made up to present for a speech, and I've gone up to other people where they talk about psychological problems and how we need to advocate for them. So it's a very diverse group, frankly, of ideas and beliefs, and it's always interesting to talk to other schools about the perspectives and stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. And now, not to be left out, we would like to recognize one of our coaches from Tokay High School. If I can please invite up the very proud principal of Tokay High School, Mr. Enrique Avalos, and his staff, and also our district athletic director, Ms. Erin Aiken.
Good evening, board, Superintendent Young, and community. It is my pleasure and my joy to introduce Coach Haley Rhodes, who has been coaching track and field for the past 5 or 6 years. And I would like to say a few things about her and her accomplishments, including that she has had 22 of her athletes have reached masters. So, Coach Haley is passionate about her students and student athletes. She's often training them with compassion, respect, and honor. In her tenure at Tokay High School, she has garnered a reputation that draws students to want to participate in her programs, something, as some of you know, is a very difficult thing to do. Last year, Coach Haley had a state night qualifier in her first year as varsity cross-country coach and 6 qualifiers for the CIF SJS Master Meet for track and field. Coach Haley is a model coach setting benchmarks for the rest of the department. She is a leader in organization and communication, and she had piloted for us the band app, which we then pushed department-wide to communicate with students and student athletes and their parents. Coach Haley encourages her athletes to celebrate each other, often helping them promote one another, using that platform in a nice, safe, secure way that we've all come to appreciate. In addition to coaching, Coach Rhodes has served as the advisor for the Tokay High School ASB. Working with and through student government, Coach Rhodes inspires students to make a difference, put their own time into all kinds of projects and programs, and has helped with things such as hosting multiple annual blood drives on campus. She's truly tireless in her efforts to raise the school spirit at Tokay High School. I cannot think of a better winner of the CIF SJS Model Coach Award than Coach Rhodes.
I just wanted to recognize Coach Rhodes as well, because this really is a prestigious award through CIF. There have only been 146 coaches who have received this award since 2001, and she is one of less than a handful of coaches from our district that have ever received this award. So congratulations, Coach Rhodes, and we hope you continue on with this journey.
Oh my gosh. Hello. So I'm a little nervous here, as you can tell. I'm also super grateful. Thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. I'm super honored to represent our Lodi Unified School District in the area. I'm super honored to be at Tokay. Mr. Avalos, thank you for giving me the opportunity to just do everything that I'm able to do right now. So thank you all, seriously, with all my heart.
And now for our final recognition this evening. I'm very proud to recognize Vinewood Elementary School for being named a 2025 California Distinguished School. This prestigious honor is awarded to schools that demonstrate exceptional student performance or success in closing the achievement gap. Vinewood's commitment to academic excellence, positive school climate, truly sets them apart. Congratulations to the staff, students, and the community for this outstanding achievement. It's now my pleasure to invite Principal Mr. Ben Coe and some of his Vinewood Elementary staff.
Good evening, President Dr. Ball, members of the board, Superintendent Mr. Young. I'm Ben Coe, Principal at Vinewood Elementary School. Joining me tonight are 2 fabulous teachers from Vinewood. We have Miss Mary Gaida and Mrs. Casey Stevens. And we would like to highlight some wonderful things happening at your newly identified, recognized California Distinguished School.
President Dr. Ball, members of the board, and Superintendent Mr. Young. Good evening. I am Mary Gaida, the music teacher at Vinewood Elementary School. I am pleased to share with you the activities we offer at Vinewood, many of which receive funding through Prop 28. Our students get the opportunity to participate in many enrichment activities offered after school, including, but not limited to, band, choir, beginning instrument club, modern band, fitness club, art, science olympiad, math olympiad, photography, yearbook, coding, and student council. As the music teacher, I run the 4 different music groups. We perform throughout the year at school performances, our local nursing home, the Music in Our Schools or MIOS concert, and other district-wide performances, and at the Music in the Parks Festival and Competition. Last year, band placed first with the ranking of excellent. They also received the Esprit de Corps Award, which recognizes groups who exemplify a strong sense of unity, pride, and enthusiasm, which Vinewood Mustangs show through our pledge of being safe, respectful, and responsible, and both on and off campus. This year, our band, choir, and modern band will be performing to compete this year in May. Lastly, our choir and 4th through 6th grade students have performed the national anthem at our local high school's sporting events, at the Stockton Kings basketball game, and coming up soon, the Sacramento River Cats baseball game. Vinewood is proud to offer so many enrichment opportunities across all grade levels, and I'm grateful for the staff that make it possible. Thank you.
Good evening, President Dr. Ball, members of the board, and Superintendent Mr. Young. My name is Casey Stevens, and I am a 4th grade teacher at Vinewood Elementary School. I would like to take this opportunity to emphasize the importance of parent involvement in community events that contribute to making Vinewood a remarkable learning environment. This year, we have organized several events, including Lunch with a Loved One, Steam Night, and Pancakes with Santa. Coming up in May, our student council will host a family dance. These wonderful events attract many participants and foster a strong sense of community among Vinewood families. These initiatives would not be possible without the dedication and support of our volunteers and our parents. Additionally, I want to acknowledge our exceptional parent club, which plays a vital role in enhancing the Vinewood experience for everyone. Their efforts in organizing book fairs, cookie dough fundraisers, Mustang Night Out, and Jogathon, as well as providing financial support for engaging classroom projects and trips, truly make them the heart of the school. Thank you.
I would like to thank Mrs. Stevens and Ms. Gaida for highlighting some of the wonderful things happening at Vinewood and making it such a wonderful learning environment. As for our teachers and support staff, much of our school resources have been focused on early reading intervention, and I would like to highlight some of our efforts. You will hear me talk about SIPS program. SIPS stands for Systematic Instruction in Phonics, Phonemic Awareness, and Sight Words. And those 3 major components, or foundational components, are key to early literacy. And we have adopted SIPs all throughout our school. Using site funds, we have employed a substitute teacher to provide additional SIPs instruction for students in kindergarten through 6th grade, with focus on small group support. Also, Vinewood kindergarten through 3rd grade teachers are actively implementing the SIPs program in their classrooms with all their students. We have partnered with CORE, outside agency, and our teachers are receiving ongoing training in SIPs implementation. We also have a school tutor, which is supported by our parent club organization. They pay for our school tutor, and she supports students who need extra support with sight words, phonics, fluency, and writing. We also have an AM kindergarten teacher going into first grade classrooms and also at times pulling students out for SIPS instruction. Our RSP teacher utilizes SIPs to meet reading goals for students with IEPs. Our bilingual paraeducator offers one-on-one support in providing access to the core for our ELs while developing listening, speaking, and reading and writing skills. We have fully implemented Accelerated Reader and Star Reading in grades 2nd through 6, encouraging students to read 30 minutes a day and strengthen their independent reading comprehension. By focusing on early literacy, we're making a significant and positive impact on our students' long-term academic success. As they progress to 4th through 6th grade, these foundational skills will help ensure them perform well across all subject matters. Those are some of the key programs that we provide, along with parents as partners, and a lot of enrichment opportunities to make Vinewood a wonderful learning place. Thank you.
President Dr. Ball, members of the board, Superintendent Young, on behalf of all of our amazing students that were recognized tonight and our incredible staff that were spotlighted, we would just like to say again, thank you for allowing us to present to you tonight.
I just wanted to say thanks from the whole board here. I know the choir kids left and our speech and debate team kids are on their way out, but thank you so much, and I hope this brings them continued success and confidence in what they're doing at school. Thank you. I actually had a quick question for Ms. Stevens, but I think they're heading out. Oh. So, Ms. Stevens, you're doing the after-school program.
Oh, no, I do after school.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. Ms. Gaida.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaida, thank you. How do you feel the kids have reacted to the music that you bring to them?
I think so this is my 3rd year at Vinewood, and I've been adding different programs because I can just feel this need for them to have these extracurricular activities, and then with Prop 28, we got to add on those other things like coding, which I have no clue about, and other things like Science Olympiad and Math Olympiad. While I'm good at math, I don't think I could do that. But I think it just gives the students this extra opportunity to see beyond what Vinewood is, because we go and compete in other places at the high school, even going up into the middle school. You get to see the different groups and how they can progress, especially with music, and especially with the music in our school's concerts.
Yes, I'm really, truly, personally grateful to you for bringing music to the kids, because I have seen the difference it makes, so thank you.
Yeah, and I love it, so thank you.
Thank you so much. We have some recognitions for our student representatives who have been just wonderful on our board. Thank you. This evening we are recognizing Raphael from McNair High and Caitlin from Lodi High. Shion?
Yes, Dr. Ball, members of the board, this is always a very sad time for me because it was the summer before this school year that I was first introduced to and got to know both Raphael and Caitlin. And so as we say our goodbyes to both of you, on behalf of this board, I'm very proud of the way that you represented your schools. I am so thankful that you participated in our board meetings. Clearly the board appreciated you as well because they asked for your input and they wanted to hear from your perspective on important decisions. And as is the tradition, they have some gifts for you the poster that needs to go in the living room of your home, which is you, a nice giant color-sized photo. Secondly, a place that I will never be found, but my children love, a place called Dutch Bros. The board would like to give you each a gift card to help you pass the time away now that you don't have to come to board meetings. And the greatest gift of all is that you get to keep your name tag, and I expect you to wear it when you graduate a nice big, no. But truly, on behalf of the board, I want you to be recognized for all you've done to provide a voice for the students of your high schools, the passion that you bring to the roles you play. And sadly for me, you're leaving, which means I don't get to enjoy watching you move into that next step, which is adulthood. So with that, we wanted to recognize you both and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Young. We do wish you all of the success as you go into your next phase of life. But we are now letting you have your student comments.
Yes. This is for the report, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, just because I was going to say. All right, good evening, President Dr. Ball, members of the board, and Mr. Young. I'm Rafael Laceron, and I would like to share my last board report as the ASB president on behalf of Ronald E. McNair High School. To start things off, our final ARC blood drive took place last Friday, and I'm proud to share that we received over 104 units of blood, which is enough to save 324 lives. A huge thank you goes out to everyone that donated. A huge thank you to everyone that donated their blood, as well as to the American Red Cross team, health occupation students, and culinary students who were involved in making this blood drive a success. The upcoming McNair Staff vs. Students Squid Game will take place on Thursday, April 24th at the gym. A McNair Performing Arts program will perform the Addams Family Musical at the Mamie Star Theater on April 25th and 26th of next week. I have the honor of playing the lead role of Gomez Addams, so I highly encourage everyone in this room to come watch our shows. And we're especially excited to welcome students from Sutherland Elementary who will be attending our performance on the 25th. McNair's prom themed Once Upon a Time will be held at the Spanos Reserve on May 10th. We're looking forward to a magical night of celebration with the juniors and seniors. McNair's end of year rally, themed to Infinity and Beyond, will be held on May 16th as we celebrate the close of an incredible school year. Leading up to the rally, we'll have a full week of Toy Story themed Spirit Days. Monday will be Buzz Back in Time. Tuesday will be You've Got a Friend in Me. Wednesday is Toys Aren't Us Anymore. Get it? Thursday is Andy Goes to College. And Friday will be Swirling Through the Toy Box. Following our end-of-year rally on May 16th, McNair will be hosting a school-wide carnival, giving students a chance to celebrate with games, food, and fun activities to wrap up the year on a high note. Our senior sunset will take place on May 23rd at the football field, a special evening for the class of 2025 to reflect and share one last sunset together before graduation week. And congratulations to Zachary Rueda, I'm on to student staff recognitions. Congratulations to Zachary Rueda for winning 4th place and Dina Fan for winning 1st place in the annual Mammal March Madness hosted by Arizona State University for Mr. Yee's AP Bio class. Congratulations to Taylor Tith, Tara Yang for winning 2nd place, and Cole Yu and Blake Yang for winning 1st in their badminton doubles tournament. And congrats to Evan and Kaiden Liu for winning consolation. This upcoming May, 121 McNair students will be taking a total of 261 AP exams. Good luck to all AP students with their studies. And now on to sports. McNair swim team celebrated their senior night last Friday, April 11th. Our track team will compete in a meet this Thursday, April 17th at McNair. And coming up, several of our athletic programs will be celebrating their seniors. Badminton will be on April 23rd, baseball on April 28th, softball on April 29th. And we're so proud of all our student athletes and the hard work that they've put in for this season. And finally, our graduation for the class of 2025 will be held on May 30th, 2025 at 7 p.m. in UOP Spanos Center. And as I close out my final report, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who's been a part of this incredible journey. First and foremost, I would like to thank my dedicated ASB advisor who's watching right now, Mr. Jason Berg, who has guided me through every challenge that I face this year with unwavering support and a lot of patience. I'd also like to personally thank some McNair staff members who has been guiding me as well throughout the year. To our principal, Miss Vertar, in the room, right? Where is Miss Vertar? Okay. Yeah, right there. Miss Chan, Miss Hagan, Miss Lundeberg, Miss Austin, Miss Fitzgerald, Mr. and Mrs. Yates, Mr. Harrer, Mr. Kelly, and Mr. Hoschel. Next, I would like to thank my fellow students who have been working tirelessly all year to change our school for the better. And to the board, district staff, and also the public, thank you for always listening to my sometimes lengthy reports. And I have to say this is one of my lengthy reports, so I do apologize. But it's my last one, so I had to go all out. Sorry. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me. I feel very supported as a student leader. Thank you so much for giving us the voices to help lead our schools for the better. Thank you so much. And lastly, to my parents, thank you so much for being my #1 supporters. I dedicate all my achievements to you both. Time. My name is Rafael Lasseron, McNair's ASB president, and that concludes McNair's 2024 to 2025 school year board report. Thank you.
I'm like out of breath. I'm like so all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. Anyways, good evening, President Ball, members of the board, and Superintendent Young. So for school activities on Lodi High, UOP's Invitational Lodi High earned the Tournament Sweepstakes Award for a total of 415 career speaker points. Scarlett McGregor and Nolan Butler will be competing at the CHSSA State Championship in Culver City. Scarlett will be competing in original prose and poetry, and Nolan will be competing in national, I don't want to butcher it, I'm sorry, speaking. Prom court nominations are happening currently. We are getting ready for election campaigning to start next week for next year's student government, April 21st. Our theater program is gearing up for their production of Mean Girls musical. Shows will begin April 23rd and run through May 2nd. Lodi High's athletics, in partnership with Lodi High Adverse Health, will be hosting sports physicals for students in May, which will be valid for next school year. We are excited to announce our official college signing day at Lodi High on May 14 after school. We hope you can make it. Academics. We are incredibly proud of our 330 student athletes who competed this spring. Even more impressive, 245 of them earned a GPA of 3.0 or higher, our average GPA for all spring sports. For co-curriculars, Ag Welding team competed in the Clovis East High School competition recently. Logan Andrews placed first overall and the team was placed fourth. Upcoming activities. Prom planning is in full effect. Lodi High School prom will be held at Hutchins Street Square on May 3rd, 2025. Our student government and activities are planning many events as we approach the end of the school year. We will be having a car show, a talent show, and our annual powder puff. Now, I want to give a big thanks to my family, student government teacher, Ms. Sylvia, Principal Dr. Marone, and all of the staff at Lodi High for helping me through high school and always encouraging me to keep going when things get hard.
and providing me a guiding hand as I finish high school. They have shown me that even though I'm in a wheelchair, I am fully capable of doing whatever I put my mind to, no matter the limits, and always keep pushing me to reach success. Lastly, as my time as student representative comes to an end, I want to express my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to serve and for the trust you've placed in me and Rafael. It has been an incredible privilege to voice the ideas and aspirations of my fellow students and to work alongside such dedicated individuals who are committed to making a positive impact on our education. Throughout my time on the board, I've seen firsthand the tireless efforts you all put into shaping policies and decisions that truly benefit the students and community. I leave with a deeper appreciation for your work every day. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this process and listening to the voices of my students. I am excited to see how the district continues to evolve, and I will always carry the lessons that I've learned here with me today. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafael and Caitlin. You guys always do good reports. We're going to miss you. Okay.
Well,
Yes, Mr. Mann.
may I ask Raphael, what are your plans for the future?
I just committed to UC Berkeley.
Awesome.
Studying psychology in the fall on a pre-law track, so I'll be joining mock trial in UC Berkeley as well. And after I graduate, I aim to go to law school. Yeah, so that's all I have right now.
I just want to mention this, Caitlin. I taught with your father at Stagg High School at one time when he was there. I want to tell you, he's the superintendent of Patterson Unified School District. Nice to see you. What are your plans?
I am committed to Delta for right now, and then after that I pursue to Fresno State, and I want to pursue in animal science.
Oh, very nice. Good job, kiddos. We expect nothing less. All right, we'll move on to superintendent's report.
Lucky me, I get to follow all that. No, Dr. Ball, members of the board, we're going to pull up for you an exciting upcoming event that is happening on Saturday. As you look around the room, you will see representation of the incredible artists that we have throughout the district. And you will also see the incredible dedication our art teachers have in inspiring, supporting, and guiding student artists. This is an annual spring art show that will be taking place. We've included middle school, beginning art students, and as you will see, you don't get to see it all right now because we had a board meeting to run, but you'll also see ceramics, and these rooms will be filled with the art of students throughout Lodi Unified School District. I personally want to thank Michelle Armstrong, who works incredibly hard behind the scenes, and she is the brains of the operation, getting everything set up. And at, I believe, 4 p.m. on Saturday, we will be awarding student artists with different Got Kids awards, and I have several superintendent awards that I will be giving as well. So if you want to give me your opinions, I will weigh that heavily in my decision making, which will be private and unknown to anyone. So that is all I wanted to share with you, board, and the community, and we really would love to see you come out because you're seeing some of the incredible art, but it will fill the room with our artists and the incredible work that they do. So just wanted to share that with you.
Give a shout out to Got Kids Foundation for
Thank
sponsoring
you.
this.
I apologize. This is the annual Got Kids Spring Art Show, and they are financially supporting it, including the materials that go out to school sites. Thank you, Mr. Nama.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I do invite the public to come and see these pieces of art. They truly are a sight. You come by and you can spend a few hours just going through them and admiring them. So please do come by. And Superintendent Young, we know you don't care about what we say. When it comes to the kids, you will pick your own.
I will not state that publicly. I appreciate all the input I receive.
I just had to put that out there. All right, we'll move on to public comments on consent agenda A. The public may address the board on consent agenda A routine business. Each public speaker shall limit comments to 3 minutes. Please state your first and last name before starting.
Don't want to beat the rush. First of all, I think we should have music at every meeting. My blood pressure is great. So, hi, Anzuela Garcia, community member. First, I wanted to talk a little bit. Hi. Oh, you don't need that from me. I'm tiny. I don't ever talk too much. First, a couple things. One is the independent study, and I can't remember what the number is, but it's the independent study. And last time, the independent study teacher and the principal were here, and as a teacher, I was like, there's someone that does independent study, because in 35 years, I've done all my independent study, and I'm like, am I doing it wrong? Is there someone that should be doing it? So I was really interested to hear about that, and we had some questions. Is the change in the rule, what is it going to do? Like, what's the workload change going to be for the classroom teachers? Like I said, for 35 years, I've done independent study. A parent comes to me and says, I'm going to Palestine, I'm going to India, I'm going here, there. Sometimes it's the day before, which really we don't have to do, but we do, teachers do it. So we were curious about the change in the rule and the policy. What is that going to mean for classroom teachers? Or is it going to be going to the school where that gentleman works? He works very hard. And is that a change in working conditions? That's one question. And the other question, I believe, is A14, the contracts. And so the attorney is scheduled for $200,000 and gets another $100,000, Mr. Porter. And I was here just a few months ago talking about another $100,000, and I was wondering what we could get for $100,000 from the attorney who about 3 months ago got another $100,000 and is now scheduled to get, instead of $200,000, $300,000, which is a 33% raise. And nobody in this room has gotten a 33% raise or bonus or whatever it looks like. So curious about that. I know they help with negotiations, and so has it been 33%? So that's our question. Thank you so much.
I'm going to request for a clarification on the comment on proposed revisions to the board policy 6158. That's our A8 item. It's on the independent study.
Okay.
The question asked is, does it affect how it's been done already?
Mr. Lambert can respond to that.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Ball. As was stated in our presentation, no, it does not affect and it does not change what we're already doing. Teachers will continue, and they can continue to provide work for students as they've always done. It just now allows us to record that information and to collect the ADA.
Okay, thank you. Would the board like to pull any items from consent agenda A?
A1.
Okay, we're pulling A1.
We'll also comment on A1.
Okay. So we'll take a...
I'm sure when I move, we approve the rest of
Yes.
agenda A.
Thank you.
Second.
Who's second?
Mr. Portland.
Either one.
We are voting on consent agenda A 2 to 9. Can I have a student vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
And a board vote. Thank you. Motion passes 7-0. And if we can go back to item A1, Mr. Porter?
Yes, pulling up right now. Give me a moment, please.
And Mr. Porter, if you would pull the microphone close, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
It's my old retread, and the board is probably getting tired of me hearing about it, where we don't take our legal services out to bid.
My honor, not honor. Yeah. Are you on? I'm pushing, but it's not working. Doesn't appear to be. I can talk louder. Thank you for your time. I've kind of been pushing this issue for a number of years in regards to our legal services and the amount of money that they get from the well, which affects our students. I do believe that we should look for a bidding process and maybe a different way to use our services. I do believe with special ed, though, that is an area where, man, we really need good people providing us with legal services because it's such a widespread arena. But as far as negotiation, employee disputes, I think that can be handled with a lot leaner approach. So that's my feelings about this A1, and with regards to number 4 there with Kingsley Bogart. I know that we've been with them, I think, since the dawn of time. So I think that's an incredible amount of money dealing with just employee disputes and contracts for $300,000 now. That's a pretty nice, tidy sum, and we still have time left in the academic year. So I struggle with that as a board member.
Dr. Ball, members of the board, I want to make sure to point out that approval of this item, there is the corrected contracts list, and that is the list that you are approving. Specifically, item number 3 was changed, the sponsor name.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to connect back. Okay. I am going to request, thank you, Mr. Porter, I appreciate your feedback on that. Any other board comments on A1?
Chairman, I move we approve A1.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor. Can we have student vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And a board vote.
Oh shoot, I voted the wrong. Damn. I voted wrong on mine. I pushed the wrong button.
Yes, Dr. Ball,
Reset?
members of the board, we can
Reset.
wipe it and reset it and start
Yes.
again.
Thank you.
I think we need Jeopardy music going on in the background. Wow.
Thank you. See what you started?
I take it back, I apologize.
Whatever I teach you to make music.
I think we need a choir back in here.
If only we had a music teacher present.
Thank you. The music helped. Well, the motion passes 6 yes, 1 nay. Thank you. Public comments on other action items. The public may address the board on other action items. Each public speaker shall limit their comments to 3 minutes. Please state your first and last name. Are there any public comments on other action items? This one. Seeing none, it is item OAI1, provisional internship permit and approval. Ms. Church?
President Ball, members of the board, before you is the provisional intern permit approval for one of our teachers, we need it to go through the board so that it can be sent to the CTC for approval.
Madam Chairman, I move we approve this resolution OA1.
Thank you.
second.
Thank you. Can we have a student vote on that, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And a board vote. Thank you. Motion passes 7-0. We have a board organization committee appointment. The board policy review committee is something that I would suggest we set up. The proposed committee is to review the proposed revisions to any of our board policies. I do want to appoint 3 members of our board to serve on this committee. And just for a clarification, I wanted to know if I can take the privilege of doing that myself. So you don't have a choice. Just kidding. No, I would like to appoint members of the board. Or are we asking for members to come up and say, I would like to be on this committee?
I do think if you are to be consistent with what happens with other board committees that are less than a quorum, less than 4, as you do at the organization meeting, if this is an additional one that you're adding, you can certainly see who is interested in it as board president, but you can certainly make your recommendations because Dr. Ball, you are the board president, and
well, if there is any privilege, I'll take it here. But I'm kidding. I would like for our board members to consider to be part of this committee. It is to the purpose of the committee is to go through our board policies as they come along, and they are a living document. They change on a continued basis. So you would have, as a committee, get together and figure out where the changes need to happen, and then bring them to the board for appropriate voting. So are there any board members who would like to serve on this committee?
I'd like to nominate.
I'll ask for volunteers first.
I would like to volunteer.
You would like to volunteer, Ms. Lenderman?
I opened my mouth before about it, so.
Ms. Alexander, thank you. I do need one more board member to be part of this committee. If it's okay, I'd like for the board president to be on it, which means next year whoever's the president gets to be on it, and if the president is already an existing member, we open it back to the board for another member to join in.
And certainly, if that's the consensus of the board.
Is that okay with everybody? Okay, so I think we have 3 members, Ms. Lenderman, Ms. Alexander, and myself, who will be on this committee.
Okay.
And I thank you for your commitment to the board, to the district, and for volunteering to be part of this committee. Thank you.
Motion approved.
Second.
I think it was just, but I appreciate the motion. We don't need one. No.
Because it's a committee of less than 4 board members, as you've done with the other subcommittees or committees, I don't think you need to vote on those. Those are people who have volunteered and are willing.
Sounds good. Thank you. Do we have any other board advisory committee reports? Okay. We'll move on to the comments from the public. A 20-minute time period is allocated for the public to address the board on matters not listed on the agenda. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes. If there are numerous speakers, speaker time shall be adjusted. To share materials with the board, please provide them to the staff for distribution. Due to restrictions under the California Brown Act, the board cannot engage in discussion regarding public comments. Please state your first and last name when you come to the podium. Thank you.
Just real quick before that, we have the names of people who have requested to speak, public comments, so.
Rebecca Pizzano.
Good evening, Dr. Ball, members of the board, and Mr. Young. My name is Rebecca Pisano. I'm a 6th grade teacher at Creekside Elementary School and a parent of a freshman at Bear Creek. I have a mismatch of comments this evening, some professional and some personal. First off, greetings from the other creek, because usually we only hear about Bear Creek, so greetings from the other creek, Creekside. First grade went on a zoo trip today. My co-worker's son has wanted to ride a school bus since he could say the word bus, and today was that day. He got to ride a school bus and go to the Sacramento Zoo. The cheetah exhibit was closed. They were really sad about that, and the giraffes weren't interested in eating any of the leaves like they normally are, and they were really sad. But they got to see the reptiles, and they got to have a lot of fun today. CAS testing has begun. I'm not sure who loves testing more, students or teachers, probably neither. 4th grade decided to do a friendly game of end zone today between the 2 grade levels at the end of the day since they started their testing. And Miss Ogata, like myself, loves playing with the kids because, one, you get to help your class win against the other class, but occasionally it's kind of like dodgeball. You kind of get to throw the equipment at, other kids. Our 6th grade team is busy planning the last events of the school year, visiting the Fab Lab and Calavera Street, Big Tree State Park. We chose these ones because Science Camp is too expensive. We finally figured out our flex farm, because we have the flex farm from the school district. We finally figured out how to grow things in there, and we were able to harvest stuff finally. 6th grade promotion is on May 30th, like everybody else, at 10 a.m. I do have one question from our school site, and that question is about the Digital Academy leftovers. We have the portables at Creekside, and 2 of them are filled with stuff from Digital Academy, curriculum, desks, things that should have been for the remodel. Those are still there at the school site, kind of taking up space. On the last personal note, Mr. Young, I really liked your action figure that they posted on social media. I have 5 versions of myself, and I can't quite figure out which one I like the best. And then Dr. Ball and Ms. Alexander, last year I was one of those lactating mothers, and I really appreciate, and I don't think that I got a chance to actually tell you in person how much I appreciated you sticking up for us. I was not getting a whole lot of sleep back then, so I don't remember if I said it or not, but I appreciate you for listening to us. It really makes a difference when we have communication and we support each other, so thank you so much for that. And thank you.
Teresa Henderson? I'm sorry, Teresa Hernandez. I should have put my glasses on.
Hello, board. Hello, board. My name is Teresa Hernandez, and I work at Joe Cerner Charter School. I've been there for many years now, and we've noticed over the last few years that our working conditions have changed quite a bit, and we just want it to be known that we would like it to be better, like you've heard from all these other schools that they're doing such great things. I mean, Cerner has done great things in the past, and we would like to see more of that. But the one condition that I'm mostly concerned about is that we have had been there for many years, but we're lacking staff. And when we lack staff, it hurts program. And our after-school ratios have been really high, and so that I have to take groups and sometimes combine groups, and then there was no real program. And so I feel that sometimes my work is put on the back burner, and then I have to pick up the slack at the end of my day because I'm included in the ratios of students, and because of their safety, that's the most important thing, and so that's our focus. But we have lost a lot of staff in the last year. We lost 11 staff members, and they're just leaving us, and we're not quite sure why. But we want the support, we want our school to grow, but we do need to have the time to be able, the extra time to be able to catch up on work or to be able to provide a better program for them and take what, instead of taking stuff home. I don't mind doing work sometimes at home, but it's been more than I need to do. And so I'm just asking for the help to see how we can make better program for our school. That's all I have right now.
Thank you. Christopher Anderson.
Good evening, I'm Christopher Anderson, community member, longtime teacher, and president of the Stockton Teachers Association. I wanted to put something on everybody's radar. Coming up on May 17th is a Fight for Schools rally, and this is something that's for the community members, for parents, for board members, for teachers, for everyone alike, because schools and education are under attack. This is going to be a huge rally. It's going to be happening statewide. You'll be seeing gatherings in Los Angeles, San Diego, Sacramento, San Francisco, and down in the southern part of the Central Valley. So I urge you to put that on your calendar. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can go to CTA. You'll see it. It's called Fight for Schools. It'll be at Cesar Chavez in Sacramento. And when you saw 2 weeks ago what was happening with the hands-off, it's going to take those kinds of numbers to get this kind of attention so that we can make sure that we're fighting for our students. Because right now, our students and our education system is under assault. And I'd like to see us all stand up for our kids. Thank you.
Sarah Ramirez.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Buenas tardes a toda la mesa directiva del distrito de Lodi.
Good afternoon, members of the board.
Mi nombre es Sara Mejía de Ramírez.
Her name.
Trabajo para la escuela USD
She works for Joe Cerna.
y vengo aquí para expresar mis sentimientos acerca de la escuela, del trabajo, ya que me siento como nos sentimos como compañeros, como trabajadores de segunda clase.
She works for Joe Cerna. She's here to express her sentiment, how she feels like a second-class worker.
Debido a que hemos estado solicitando un contrato, hemos trabajado por bastante tiempo. Yo tengo 5 años trabajando para la escuela, varios de mis compañeros han trabajado por 10 años, hasta 15 años o más, y aún no tenemos un contrato.
She has worked for Joe Cerna for 5 years, and in that time she has solicited a new contract with her employee groups, some of them who have worked for over 10 years, and she feels like a new contract is well deserved.
Pues debido a eso no somos reconocidos como trabajadores de la educación, nuestros beneficios no tenemos.
She has a sentiment that she doesn't feel like an educational worker, and her benefits are not equated to that as well.
También no tenemos pues pagos retroactivos, nada de lo que se da a los trabajadores del distrito.
She feels she also doesn't get any retroactive pay that other employees of the school district do through negotiations and contracts.
Debido a eso, varios de nuestros compañeros han renunciado.
And for those reasons are why some of her colleagues have resigned from Joe Cerna.
Y eso ha causado que tengamos exceso de trabajo, lo cual afecta a los estudiantes.
And as a result of that, that has caused an excess workload, which at the end of the day is resulting in a negative impact on the students.
Muchas gracias por su tiempo.
Thank you for your time. Other employees that come with similar concerns.
Thank you so much. Bill Yates.
Bill Yates, parent and teacher, and Mr. Young is a pretty good choir, huh? Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Ball, for letting me speak to you today. I'm so excited because I finally get to come to you and talk to you about the MOU, and I'm super excited about it because I really want, when you see it, you might go, these people are crazy, but it's because I heard from you, wanted to fix special ed, and we went back to the special ed teachers after it was passed, and right before spring break said, okay, quick, everybody come together, let's talk. And so we listened, we came up with a whole big list of all these different things, and then I said, hey, who would like to help us to present something to eBoard? And they got some volunteered to work over their spring break to look around the districts. But before we did that, we went on Zoom and asked for more teachers to input. And we got all that input, and all these people looked. And we looked all up and down the state, because we took those issues they gave us and we said, what's important, what can we do? And we looked all up and down the state for different districts and what they were doing to help deal with these issues. And you know, most of the best contracts for special ed teachers were from our area. And so we said, what if we could create a contract? What if we could create an MOU that gave us ideas to just, is it side-eye, Raphael, is that what we call it when you're looking at something that looks really good? Is that what it is? What can we do to let special ed teachers from around our area look at Lodi Unified and say, we want to go there? And I was very surprised to say it's really doable because we just took a couple from this district and a couple from this district. And we put it on there, and what was awesome was the support of the gen ed teachers when we came and brought them these ideas. And so we're really hoping that the district will listen to this and think about passing this MOU. And some of my special ed teachers, they were like, they don't care about us. I said, that's not true. Dr. Ball said, we're gonna deal with special ed. Mrs. McFarland is dealing with special ed in the whole state. And Mrs. Linderman, we know, got elected because of special ed. I know that special ed is near and dear to your heart. And so, as you coaches know, all I can do is control within my 3 feet. And so that's what I try to do, is come and bring to you the best I could do. And the best that the teachers could do. And the best that the bargaining team could do and the e-board could do. So we're trying to do our part and help deal with this issue, because I don't have the official numbers from the district. I just counted, which is probably not the right way to do it. I counted all the positions that it looked like were open. It looked like it was going to be, again, over 30 special ed positions. And I know that some numbers are coming up, as I've shared with you before. Some students who haven't had a credentialed teacher by 3rd grade. And we got to fix it. And the only way we're going to do it, we changed the name a little bit. We called it Steal and Hold. Hold our teachers and get them from other places. Thank you.
Teresa Mendieta.
Good evening, President Ball, members of the board, and Mr. Superintendent, Mr. Young. My name is Teresa Mendieta. I've been with Joe Cerna Junior Charter School for over 23 years. And love serving for Joe Cerna Junior Charter School in the community. Obviously 23 years, I love it there. I was hired by Michael Gillespie, who believed in the academic success, the health, enrichment of each student, making parents part of the Joe Cerna Junior Charter School community, and equity for all staff members. Our school is named after Joe Cerna Jr., a farm worker, labor activist, professor who believed in education. He stood for the rights of the workers. He worked alongside with the United Farm Workers Union and later became mayor. Joe Cerna believed in equity and equality. The same principles that Joe Cerna believed in should still be held to the same standards. Sadly, they are not. We are witnessing wasteful spending on excessive fees to lawyers, fighting against what Joe Cerna stood for, equity and equality. These fees of $100,000 that Joe Cerna Junior Charter School is being charged by Kinsley Bogart Law Firm should be going into support the staff for better help, students and teachers in all aspects of our dual immersion program, to increase our student scores as it once was about 10 years ago. We would like to see our school be enriched again. Thank you for your time.
Sylvia Jacobo.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Silvia Jacobo, soy Yara Duri de Joy Cerna Charter School. Fui contratada por Mr. Gillespie trabajando 8 horas diarias. Empecé ganando el mínimo acorde al distrito. Por cada día que me presentaba a trabajar, él me daba una gratificación de $8 por día. Siempre nos tomaba en cuenta para trabajar horas extras.
I'm just going to read it. Good evening, my name is Sylvia Jacobo. I'm a yard duty at Joe Cerna Charter School. Mr. Gillespie hired me to work 8 hours a day at minimum wage. As a district employee, I have worked every day as a yard duty for 8 hours. And he gave me an $8 tip each day.
Yeah, por día. Era como un bonus por día que nos daba cada que nos presentamos a trabajar.
An $8 bonus per day for showing up to work.
Cuando trabajábamos horas extras, había eventos especiales, siempre nos apoyaba para darnos trabajo, pero cuando llegó Miss María Cervantes, nos quitó el bonus de $8 que nos daba Mr. Gillespie. Pero lo que sí teníamos con ella, siempre trabajábamos 8 horas diarias, también a ella sí nos daba trabajo overtime en los eventos especiales que hacía. Con la otra directora, que es Miss Estrada, nos quitó media hora, ahora trabajamos 7 horas y media. No participamos en horas extras, ya casi en ninguna hora extra que haya evento. Yo casi voy a cumplir 20 años para trabajar Joy Cerna y yo sigo trabajando con el mínimo de cada persona que va entrando. O sea, yo gano el mínimo. Cada que entre una persona gana igual que yo, entra una persona nueva y gana igual que yo. Y voy para 20 años. Gracias.
I can translate. And I'll just provide a synopsis of this. So, upon Mr. Gillespie's departure, Ms. Cervantes came in and she removed the $8 tip or gratification that was compensated for showing up to work. Although she did employ us for 8 hours each day, she also gave us opportunities to work overtime and to work special events. Upon her departure, Ms. Estrada came and she removed the extra hours, including she also removed half hour from her current shift. She is paid at minimum wage and she has worked at Joe Cerna for over 20 years. And to this day, she continues to be paid minimum wage and at the same rate as new employees coming into the school site. Thank you.
Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for sharing your comments. Do we have any comments from the employee group representatives? A 5-minute period has been set aside on non-agendized items for each employee group.
Hi. Good evening, President Dr. Ball, members of the board, and Superintendent Young, and Soyla Garcia, Leah VP and Organizing Chair. Sorry, low battery. It's my pleasure to be here tonight to make brief comments. It's wonderful to see our colleagues shine in the spotlight. I love that. So great. It just fills your heart. Whether it's the teachers with salmon in the classroom, music teachers, ag teachers, or any of the other 100 of great things teachers do in the classroom every single day. Every day, our members meet kids where they are and work with them to move them to higher achievement. All across the district, teachers from TK classes to high school classes are doing great things for our students, or as we call them, our kids. Valley Days, talent shows, art shows, house rallies, after-school clubs, tutoring, coaching, advising, raising funds, beef jerky, chocolate bars, auto pops, purposeful and relevant lessons, social and emotional support, field trips, and so much more. The association members are happy to hear that we have 4 more bargaining sessions scheduled, and as we work together at the bargaining table, I hope that our communication and connection expands beyond that room to allow for empowered and productive actions. Thank you.
Good evening, President Bao, members of the board, Superintendent Young. I'd like to report on Rodrigo Contreras, CSCA Chapter 77 President. I'd like to report that we've been working collectively with Mrs. Church and her team. We have signed 4 MOUs and 1 TA that we are going to take to our members next week. If they ratify, we would then bring it to you. Hopefully you'd pass it as well. This is for the better of our members and also the district, so we can work better together, because happy members, happy workers are happier district. So thank you for that. With New Lodi, or Joe Serna Chapter 606.5, we wish that they could have been, they're still our brothers and sisters. We wish that they could have been part of Chapter 77, but because they are a charter school, they weren't able to, so they're their own chapter. From what I understand, we don't work with them, but they are brothers and sisters. Their working conditions are not ideal. Ours are not ideal, but we're working for the better. I hope that you can extend that to them also and work with them so they can provide better service to the community and the students. Yeah, if you can do that, we'd appreciate it. Even Joe Serna's sister's here in her presence to support. Joe Serna was an educator, he was a mayor, he was a civil activist, labor, and I find it kind of ironic that his school does not offer the same to his employees. So if you can do that for them, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. We'll open the floor to comments from our board members.
Yes, Dr. Ball, thank you. I just wanted to thank all the presenters today. Excellent. We do have some excellent things happening in Lodi Unified School District. I heard more positive things today than I've had in a long time, and that's a plus for our district. Again, I want to thank the student representatives. Thank you for all your time that you put in, and enjoy your future. Again, all the other students that were represented from Lodi High School, Tokay High School, and all the other schools, congratulations. Music teacher and what is it? Vinewood. Yes, Vinewood, excellent. I have to visit that school just to check it out. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank the board and student representatives. Thank you for your time and effort, and hopefully you learned some good things from sitting. and maybe how to conduct yourself in a higher level sometimes that we all in this room do. And we wish you nothing but the best, and thanks for giving us your Tuesday night and all your prep work. We know on top of your busy schedules that it's a lot, so we appreciate the time and effort you gave us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McFarland.
I wanted to congratulate you. I'm a bulldog, so completely yes. And I don't know, you just keep getting better and better, do they not? Pretty soon you'll be running the meetings too, and I'll be sitting back and enjoying it. I want to encourage everybody for the Music in Our Schools Music Festival, May 1st at Tokay High School. Mary, I'll see you there. Yay. And wish Mr. Porter an early happy birthday tomorrow. We're not going to sing because we don't sing unless it's on the birthday. You know, any dig I can get in?
I know. You're the wrong day today, but that's okay.
We have a music teacher here who can lead us if I would help you. She can whistle it and she can sing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander.
Well, it was good to see all the positive things tonight, and my family's been in this 5 generations of teachers and students in this district. And so different programs have touched different kids, and especially Kyle Shalcross. My kid was in speech and debate during some rough years with COVID, 3 different coaches, and he got some iffy things, but in fact, when Kyle was talking, I took a picture, sent it to my kid who was in an airport in Budapest, and he said, give Kyle a shout out for still sticking with it and doing it. So, and that touched my kid. He didn't do speech and debate in college, but it affected what he did. He's worked as a political intern the last 2 summers, and he has no trouble public speaking, and even it affected, he was able to talk really well at his grandmother's funeral, the other grandkids. And there were a couple of his cousins were involved too, so it was nice to see that it touched his personal and public life. It's nice to hear, and hopefully stuff can get done. And I know the charter school's under different things, and both my kids went through Joe Cerna, and I hope both Miss Teresa's have good memories of my kids. And I know my daughter does. I don't know necessarily about my son, but anyway, they both put their Spanish to use. My daughter's going to be a bilingual school psychologist in Elk Grove next year. She finished her master's and is finishing up. And my son is doing an internship in Spain right now in an immigration service in Spanish. So anyway, Joe Cerna, I've been connected with it either 21 or 22 years, not as long as some people. Because I remember talking to Mike Gillespie, trying to get my kid in, and back then people weren't really trying to. And he said, don't worry about it. So anyway, and it really affected my kids' lives and our lives. I mean, driving across, and also the student reps, thanks for doing it. I hope this was a good experience for you. This is kind of a big thing, public speaking. And Caitlin's dad was one of my students back
85, 86.
That'll be 40 some years. It's a long time ago. So it was so nice. I went home after I met you last time and go, hey, one of my ex-students is the superintendent of Patterson. I was bragging all my friends. So anyway, thank you for saying something. And thank you for having such a wonderful daughter. And that's it.
Thank you.
I just got a few comments. First of all, Dr. Ball putting the spotlight at our board meeting, excuse me, I think is a beautiful step, because it shows us all the good things that are going on in our district that many times at board meetings we're not aware of. So I really appreciate you bringing that forward in our board meeting agenda. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Joe Cerna, I always felt that in my position I need to be the voice for the voiceless. For that lady to say that she's still making just minimum wage after 20 years, that's heartless. It really is. And that touched me. We got to do better than that. Mrs. Keller from Lodi I, the choir, what a flood of memories. My father's birthday was yesterday. He would have been 101. On all his birthdays, when Grandma was alive, and then my mother, because of our ancestry and his name, we'd play Danny Boy. So that brought back a tremendous amount of memories for me tonight, because his birthday was yesterday. I still carry his driver's license in my wallet. He would have been 101. So it's touching, and getting back to what Dr. Ball said about music, how it can bring out many different emotions and thought patterns and so forth, how important it is. And of course, looking at all the artwork, the way that our kids are connecting and communicating through different mediums, so important to the overall development of our children. Just nice to see and nice to be around. And then again, getting back to the spotlight makes for a very positive moment. And then for me tonight, it was very touching with the choir. And then the last thing, of course, I have to throw this out. I was over at Lodi High, they have new landscaping, and now they have weeds. A lot of weeds. And I'm getting back to that new softball field and new baseball field. Are we going to be able to maintain it? Because they had this beautiful landscaping that was done, and I know it's not the CSEA fault, I know it's not the site's fault, but when you put that stuff in, you better have people there that can help maintain it. Because I know that the people at the sites are working very hard, and here we got these weeds in this beautiful parking area and around the campus, and I'm going, what is going on? And I'm not blaming anybody at Lodi High. This is a district problem. And I'm talking about the ESC and M&O. They need to take care of that. But to Mrs. Keller, thank you. Brought back wonderful memories, and if you could pass it on to her, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
I also want to just piggyback to Courtney. The choir sang two of my dad's favorite songs, and it brought back memories too. So I can remember him and his friends singing those songs, especially on their hunting trips and backpacking trips. So that was memories from, 50 years ago.
Whiskey trips. Yeah.
No, never.
Well, we're Irish, so.
So anyway, but it brought back memories too, and it made me think of my dad and everything, singing it, so I was happy about that.
Thank you everybody for your kind comments, and this is why we have the spotlight to reflect upon the good things that are happening in our district, and I appreciate Mr. Young for just kind of following through. I didn't do it, I requested them to take care of it, and they did, and I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you. He does, yeah. I just realized he does do what I asked him to do. Thank you.
Finally.
Special ed does hold a special place in my heart, and I wish and hope that we all come to a good place for our children, for the sake of their futures. In the next coming few weeks, we have things that we do to take care of what they need. Student reps, thank you. Thank you. I hope you got some good experience out of this, your leadership skills, your ability to publicly speak, the confidence you both have built, how your reports have transitioned into well put together, fluent reports. We have seen the change in you both, and we thank you for the time that you have given us, and we wish you nothing but the best and a very bright future ahead, wherever you choose to do. Okay, thank you so much. And thanks everybody for being here tonight. We will end this meeting at